What is up, my friends? You are very welcome along to Thursday night's late night news roundup here on Anfield Agenda. We're going to fill you in on the late breaking news around Luis Diaz and his future. We're also going to ask you for your take on the Ibrahima Konate situation, a little bit on Harvey Elliott, as well as a potential player that Liverpool, well, I'm not going to say missed out on, but player that we can officially rule out of joining the Reds. Sound good? Hopefully it does. That and lots more to come over the next few minutes, but you know the score. We want to know your thoughts. Do let us know in the comment section. Drop a like on the video if you enjoy. And thank you again to everybody that joined us for tonight's Late Night Agenda. It was fun, to say the least. Thank you all for that. Right, let's get cracking with the news. I'm going to start off with that player I mentioned that we can officially now rule out of a potential deal. And that is a former player of Arne Slot who is moving to Turkey. So Benfica have agreed to sell Orkun Kokcu to Besiktas for €30 million. He's expected in Turkey this Saturday to sign the contract, and it looks like this one is absolutely done deal. But I swear when Liverpool were linked, it was 100 million. And now 30 million. So I don't know from that one, ladies and gents. But that is a player that we can now officially put to bed on the talk of Liverpool being interested in. Anfield Knowledge reported that Nottingham Forest have approached Liverpool over signing Harvey Elliott. The Reds would demand, as we know, about £40 million if there is no buyback option. Or excuse me, £40 million with the buyback option, £50 million without the buyback option. So let's wait and see what happens there. Obviously, they've since agreed a deal to sign Morgan Gibbs-White. I say agreed to deal. Basically, Spurs triggered the release clause and he's gone there. So they have a creative space to fill. Now, the situation with Ibrahima Konate is one that I wanted to sincerely just ask you for your opinion on in the comment section, because once again we see lots of reports coming out to suggest that one, he turned down the opportunity to go and play for Atletico Madrid, who would have paid €40 million, and also that he only wants to go to Real Madrid. So for me, it's simple. If he only wants to go to Real Madrid, either we find a way to make that work this summer where we do a deal that works for us and Madrid, or we bench him for the season, because what I don't want is another season of having to pretend like everything's great, like we had to with Trent. And I know that people are going to say again, well, Konate hasn't come out and said anything, but neither did Trent, and that was kind of part of the problem. I always, as a fan, appreciate honesty, and if a player wants to move on, then come out and say it. But if you want to stay, sign the contract or keep negotiating. But right now, I want to just get your feeling on where you think we're at with this situation, because it's a bit of a mess, and I'd like a season without a headache and having to look over my shoulder at, again, Madrid media every single week talking about a player who wants to go there, is looking forward to going there, has looked at houses or any other nonsense that we're going to get from the media. So I'd like your take on that one. Now, Ben Jacobs has said, understand that Liverpool have refused to engage with Bayern Munich over Luis Diaz. What we know is Liverpool have rejected a €52 million offer from Bayern Munich for the player. Liverpool's valuation, it's weird because in one breath we're being told there is a number, and in another breath there isn't a number. So for what it's worth, we believe 85 or €80 million would at least get Liverpool's attention. Liverpool have been unequivocal, said Ben Jacobs, in their not-for-sale stance and rebuffed all advances to date. No formal bid has been received, no engagement from Liverpool either, but another report said the €52 million, in fact multiple reports said €52 million offer was rejected out of hand. Now whether that's official because it didn't come in a little piece of paper and it was mentioned, I don't know, but either way, as Sam Maguire rightly said, they had €100 million saved up for Florian Wirtz, so spend it or stop wasting everybody's time. And if you don't get to the number that would at least get Liverpool's attention, then, as I said, move on. From Liverpool's perspective, I can see a world where Liverpool have looked at this situation and thought, right, well, if Luis Diaz wants to move away, we know Al Nassr are going to come and put down €85 million or €100 million on the table. So if he is set on a move away, well, it's Al Nassr or nowhere, fella, because we don't want to strengthen a direct rival and you've got 2 years left on your contract. So that's how I think I'd play this if I was Liverpool. But what we do know is Liverpool look like they have a player on their hands who wants out. And I'm getting fed up with that. And if players want to leave, then Liverpool, in my opinion, should play hardball and get them out of the club. But this one here said, from Bild, I believe it is, Diaz has told Liverpool that he wants to join Bayern Munich. So we wanted to join Barca, he wanted to join Bayern. Problem is, nobody seems to value Luis Diaz as highly as Liverpool do, and that's a problem because you can talk to all the clubs in the world that you want, but unless a club comes and puts down an offer that Liverpool deem valuable, not happening. FC Bayern have submitted an initial bid of 52 million quid for Diaz in euro, and that from Sport Bill. Diaz camp is said to have already informed Liverpool that he wants to move to Munich. Right, well, you might want to inform Bayern then that they're going to need to pony up the dough because, well, they're a long way short of that valuation. And here's something to just open up your eyes about why Liverpool Football Club shouldn't be looked at as anything other than a destination and a brilliant place to play your football. Opta analysts have ranked the top teams in Europe this year. And as they rightly say, anything Liverpool with this post, facts speak for themselves, don't they? Ranked number 1 joint on the list, Liverpool and Paris Saint-Germain with a rating of 100. Next, Arsenal with a rating of 99.5, Manchester City, Barcelona, Real Madrid, Bayern Munich. So why would you want to leave this football club? Unless you want more money and it's all about money. Because right now, Liverpool Football Club, if you're Konate, if you're Diaz or whomever, are a football club that will challenge for the top honours, have just won the Premier League, have just brought in a transfer record fee for Florian Wirtz, Jeremy Frimpong came in, Milos Kerkez came in, and we're not finished yet. So if you don't want to be here, at least do the fans the decency of having the courage to come out and be honest. Because that will be very much appreciated because we've just gone through the whole slithery situation with Trent and we don't want to do it again. So if players want to leave this football club, then they should do it, but they should be honest with the fans about it because we're all getting a little bit fed up of being told 1 minute that this football club means everything to us and it's an honour to play here, yada, 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 only for then Real Madrid to flutter their eyelashes and players to go weak at the knees and want to make the move. So, and by the way, if you are looking at a move, have a little look, Konate or anybody else, at how they're treating the situation right now with, one Kylian Mbappe, because they're running him out of the club, the fans. They're really unhappy about him and saying that he's part of the downfall of the club. So, for me right now, Liverpool Football Club are in a good and healthy position and players shouldn't ever want to leave here and should be clamouring over themselves to come here. That's how I see it as a Liverpool fan anyway. As I mentioned, though, I do want to know what you guys think, especially around the Konate situation, and what you think happens with Chiesa. I'm interested in that one as well. Things have gone rather quiet. We don't know if he's going to make a move back to Italy or not, but people are asking me day in and day out, and the truth is, I just really don't know at this moment in time. So your thoughts on that will be much appreciated as well. Right. So, here's what we need to know about the weekend. We will be doing the watch-along of the game coming up against Preston. We'll be starting from 2:15 if you want to join us. And again, appreciate your support. Do drop a like on the video. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. I will see you guys back here tomorrow night, 8:45 for the late night agenda. Enjoy. We'll talk soon.